Akhirnya Mat Saleh itu paham guys, karena rakyat Malaysia ternyata itu sangat-sangat di luar ekspektasi mereka. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jumpa lagi dengan saya guys, Cak Mujib. Gimana nih kabar teman-teman semua? Semoga sehat selalu dalam lindungan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Dijauhkan dari segala mara bahaya, malapetaka, bencana dan balak serta berbagai macam penyakit. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Oke guys, kali ini kita akan reaksi sebuah video. Mat Saleh akhirnya paham. Jadi rakyat Malaysia ini sengaja ya tidak menampakkan keindahan negaranya sendiri, sehingga Mat Saleh ini ya guys ya mengatakan hal ini kepada kita semua. Jadi jom kita simak videonya. Let's go.
Hi Malaysian people, I came to the forest again to look for the houses on the trees because you guys told me you live on the trees in the forest. So this time I came during the daytime in the forest to look for the houses on the trees, but literally there is no houses on the trees. You guys told me you live in the forest on the trees. So where are the houses?
Jadi intinya orang Malaysia mengatakan itu biar tidak rame pelancong-pelancong itu datang ke Malaysia, kan gitu ya guys ya. Tapi dia percaya bahwasanya orang Malaysia itu tinggalnya di atas pohon gitu kan. Aduh.
You guys said you live on the forest on the trees. So I don't see any houses on the trees.
Iya.
I think you are like
pedalaman lah bang.
I'm looking for around 1 hour already, but cannot find any houses on the trees.
Malaysians, I'd like to apologize for my video yesterday. I wasn't aware. It's my first time in Kuala Lumpur, and I didn't know the Petronas Towers were just a green screen, and I also didn't know that you all lived in the trees.
This is the real Malaysia. Don't come here. There's
Malaysia
nothing here at all. I've been here for 2 weeks, and I've been basically amongst trees and jungle the entire time. There's next to no roads, no buildings. This is the house that people stay in. Like anything you've seen online with large buildings, beaches, that's not true. It's AI and green screens. People are really good at making Malaysia look better than it is.
We are in a country where people live on trees, ride elephants to work, and send pigeons instead of emails. This is one of Malaysia's largest peacocks. Like Bill O'Reilly once said, Malaysia has no money, and that's not a problem. Let me show you how we buy things here. By the way, all the expensive shops here, it is all Photoshop. Without editing and special effects, it looks like this. I'm looking for a shoe to climb Pokok. Like strong. One shoe, and I give 1 egg.
I wish you could make it.
Final offer, 1 egg, 1 pisang. Yeah. Okay, terima kasih. I hope you enjoyed the Malaysian jungle tour. We're towing under Alexi Brock.
Foreigners coming in, or do they want the balance as we have now in Malaysia with some foreigners but not too many? So as a context, I did a video 2 days ago talking about how Malaysia is underrated and that some foreigners that are very happy in Malaysia here, including me, wants to keep Malaysia as a secret. They don't want too many foreigners coming in because it might impact and change the place we love so much. But I ask local people, Malaysians, what do they think about it? And so many of you express your opinion on this. And I didn't plan it, but there were very clear 3 buckets indicating your sentiment to it. So I've decided to do a little assignment, calculate and put it in the chart and see the summary of what Malaysians think about it. I'll come back at you when you're doing some assignment, putting things in the charts, but it's pretty interesting. So let's go. There were a lot of comments, but the ones that could clearly indicate your sentiment were 137, and they were falling into 3 categories. Number 1, welcome foreigners, which included some conditions. Answers like this: welcome foreigners, but under the condition that they respect the culture, respect the tradition, they adapt to Malaysia, which obviously should be the case. Second category was keep it as a secret. Like comments like this or like this, and I love the Wakanda analogy. Third category was keep it as a balance. So have some foreigners, but not too many of them. Okay, ready to see what you guys thought of it in numbers? First column with 43 clear answers. where welcome the foreigners here, which was very cute, and it was kind of clear that Malaysians are so diverse that they are very open-minded to welcome and mingle and host so many more people. Now the big reveal. You can
What
So
is
the
that?
most common answer was keep it as a secret.
Keep it
And
a
the third
secret. Jadi maunya orang Malaysia itu guys ya, orang-orang tuh merahasiakan tentang Malaysia gitu supaya orang tidak banyak ke sana gitu ya. Ya kan tahu sendiri lah guys, pelancong di Malaysia itu kan 28 juta ya kan. Mungkin sekarang bisa lebih gitu kan. Nah, seperti itu. Jadi lebih baik ya udahlah keep it a secret gitu kan.
the lowest number of answer was keep the balance. Thank you guys so
balance,
much for
yeah.
sharing all your answers and insights on it. I really had a good time going through the comments. Let me know if you expected that this is the kind of a Malaysian sentiment
Okay.
or foreigners, and thanks so much for keeping me here and
Keren sih.
welcoming me here.
Breaking news. A viewer is offended because he didn't know Malaysians live in trees.
Oh, there is
Malaysians, please explain yourselves. Why did you not tell him? That's literally your responsibility, not mine. I'm just a tourist, like...
Now I know what you mean when you say you have tall trees and you live in trees. This is what you mean.
Pokok tinggi,
Tall
ya,
trees. Good
benar.
job.
On God, we are all sleeping on Malaysia. I'm gonna show you where I am right now. Okay, so we've got the infinity pool, and then look at this view.
the most underrated country in the world.
You joking me? Let's just show you that again.
Klien saya, mari kita tunjukkan.
£10 a night.
Girl, I don't know who came up with this whole idea of first world, developing country, and third world, but if this is what a developing country looks like, I mean, like, seriously,
Wah,
like, what?
cantik,
What?
gila sih.
What?
Gila.
Girl, what? So you're telling me that Europe and North America are the first world? For me, it's crazy. The fact that we're still looking at the West as the example to follow, as the center of the world, just reinforces that all the systems are built on colonialism and neo-imperialism.
These are some things which shocked me about Malaysia after moving here from Sweden.
Oh.
One is how technologically advanced it is. So like all the QR codes at all the restaurants where you can just order at your table,
QR.
the QR codes to pay like using touch and go, that doesn't exist in Sweden, and it's crazy that it's just so common here. Second one is not using a knife. So using a fork and a spoon to eat instead of a fork and a knife. Especially with meat, I still don't know how to do it properly. I'm so clumsy every time I'm trying to pick the meat off the bone. The
Yeah.
third is how much luxury exists in Malaysia.
Yeah,
So fancy
kemewahannya
cars,
banyak
fancy
banget.
restaurants,
Iya,
fancy
benar.
cafes, they are everywhere, which doesn't really exist in Sweden. I assume it's because the gap in income is not so high in Sweden. So like the gap in establishments is not so high. So here you can literally get a meal for 500, 600, 1,000 ringgit, but you can also get a meal for 5 ringgit, which does not exist in Sweden.
Okay.
Finally, this is kind of niche, but there is no good salty popcorn here. Like there is salty popcorn, but it's not good. It's not buttery and it's not salty enough. And I've been trying to find one for so long, but I haven't found any.
Here are the 5 most random things
Apa
that
tu?
Westerners have asked me about Malaysia since I have been living here. And number 1 is, do they eat cat and dog in Malaysia? Because how could you possibly imagine a nasi lemak without a
Nasi
side
lemak.
of dog leg? We all know this is an absolutely ridiculous question to ask, and it's simply asked because a lot of people in the West see all of Asia as the same, and there are a few small pockets within Asia where people still eat cats and dogs. But do you know where else you can eat
Cat
cats
and
and dogs legally? Switzerland. And Switzerland, as far as I'm concerned, is not in Asia. Question number 2 that I've had a lot is, don't you worry about getting sick from the food in Malaysia? No! Once again, this is people in the West grouping all of Asia into the same place. Perhaps you've seen some videos from somewhere in the world, perhaps somewhere in Asia, of people like cutting meat with their toenails or spitting in the food, but it sure as hell ain't
bukan
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia actually has extremely strict food and hygiene
benar,
standards. Just to
kebersihannya
open a
ketat di sana,
cafe
benar.
or a food store or anything, you
Yeah.
need to go through rigorous testing by the council. You need to apply for licenses. People have to come and check you out, and that's before you even get into halal food, which
Halal
has even
food,
more
yeah.
stringent measures in place. As a Brit, I have absolutely never had food poisoning, or never had any reason to be concerned about food in Malaysia. In the UK, however, I have had food poisoning multiple
Racunan berkali-kali.
times.
Jadi di Malaysia itu sangat ketat untuk kebersihan makanan, untuk halalnya. Tapi di negara mereka, katanya di Amerika lah ya kan, di barat sana itu banyak orang malah keracunan gara-gara makanan. Berarti memang mereka sangat-sangat jorok lah guys, bisa dibandingkan dengan istilahnya negara-negara kita ini ya kan. Allah, keracunan berkali-kali katanya.
So no, I'm not even remotely worried about getting
Kebersihan,
sick from the food here in Malaysia. Third question I've had time and time again is how could you live in a country with no pork and no alcohol? Well, first of all, please give me the benefit of the doubt that actually I can survive without either of those two things. But interestingly enough, what a lot of people outside Malaysia might not know is, yes, Malaysia is a Muslim majority country. The state religion of Malaysia is Islam. But you can in fact buy alcohol if you want to. You can buy pork if you want to. These are not things that are banned at all. So if you are from the UK and you want to come to Malaysia and you simply cannot live for one day without a bacon sandwich and a beer, you'll be okay. Don't worry. Also,
jadi tiap hari ya memang kehidupan mereka seperti itu. Kalau ke Malaysia jadi kagok lah mereka, tapi istilahnya mereka juga bisa hidup kok dengan istilahnya makanan-makanan halal, makanan-makanan yang memang baik untuk badan kita gitu loh guys ya.
You don't need it because there are so many great halal foods, and also you can go out and have a lot of fun without drinking alcohol. But if you need to, it's here. Next, we have the ever-prevalent question of, Greg, what will you do if you get sick? I have an answer for you there. I'll go to the doctor because, dear Westerners, believe it or not, healthcare here in Malaysia is impeccable.
Jadi kesehatan di Malaysia dibandingin sama Amerika malah lebih bagus Malaysia katanya guys ya. Kok bisa begitu? Lebih pelayanannya gitu loh guys ya.
So much better than what we get in many Western countries. It's certainly better than what we get in the UK where I come from, where we have the NHS, and I know it's a damn sight better than what you get in somewhere like the USA, where you have to actually pay to go to the doctor. That is insane. Here in Malaysia, you have an extraordinarily efficient healthcare system, one where you can be seen within just a few hours, even if you walk into an emergency room. Something I can't say for my own country in the UK, where an emergency room visit means waiting up to 12 hours, 15 hours.
Gila guys. Wow, jadi harus menunggu 12 sampai 15 jam untuk ke unit gawat darurat, mungkin seperti itu. Dan istilahnya kalau di sini kan cepet gercep gitu loh guys ya.
Maybe even longer. But the fifth most ridiculous question I've had from Westerners is, do they have chain restaurants and shops in Malaysia? For example, does McDonald's exist? Does Burger King exist? Do you have chain supermarkets? Or do all people just scuttle around and go to tiny little shops? And when people do come here and they see, oh, you have Marks and Spencer's in KL. Oh, you have Burger King. It's like their minds are blown because they think, how could these things exist in Asia? Yes, of course, not only does Malaysia have the massive Western chains like Nando's and McDonald's and Starbucks, etc., etc. It has its own chains because actually Malaysia is its own country and it's prosperous and it's thriving and it's doing better than the UK and most of the West. Sorry, I got a bit excited there and I managed to turn my camera off. But the point being is that, of course, Malaysia has chain restaurants. Of course, it has chain shops. Malaysia, funnily enough, is a thriving country. Anyway, that's enough for this video. If you want more random things that Westerners have said to me, I've got 1.5 years of these types of comments. So please do let me know, and I'll make another video. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, udah selesai videonya. Dan kalau kita tengok ya guys ya, bagaimana penilaian orang luar terhadap Malaysia ini sungguh-sungguh menakjubkan sekali. Karena kenapa? Rakyat Malaysia tidak ingin ya negaranya itu diekspos oleh mereka. Jadi mereka ingin ya mereka tidur di hutan, mereka tidur di atas pokok. Tapi ternyata guys, pembahasannya Mat Saleh itu menjadi faham bagaimana istilahnya kehidupan dan betapa indahnya kehidupan yang ada di Malaysia gitu kan. Sampai mereka istilahnya membandingkan dengan UK, yang mana istilahnya mereka ya kita semua itu wah UK itu udah keren lah, bagus lah, maju lah, tapi mereka orang UK malah istilahnya lebih memilih ke Malaysia seperti itu ya guys ya, lebih memuji Malaysia dan membandingkan UK dengan Malaysia, dan Malaysia itu lebih baik daripada UK. Gila banget ya guys ya. Oke, itu dulu videonya guys, semoga bermanfaat dan tahniah buat teman-teman semua karena sudah istilahnya banyak istilahnya menarik ya pelancong-pelancong untuk datang ke Malaysia seperti itu ya guys ya. Terima kasih teman-teman yang sudah nonton video ini sampai selesai. Saya pamit undur diri, apabila ada salah kata mohon dimaafkan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.